Hello everyone, my name is Urvisha Patel, working as an assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we are continuing with Introduction to Data Mining, Unit number 3. Our today's topics are what technologies are used, integrating a data mining system with a database or data warehouse system, classification of data mining systems, and major issues in data mining. What technologies are used? There are many technologies are used in data mining such as statistics, machine learning, pattern recognition, database and data warehouse system, information retrieval, visualization, algorithms, high performance computing, and many other domains. Here we are discussing several disciplines that are strongly influence the development of data mining method. First is statistics. Statistics studies the collection, analysis, explanation and presentation of data. Statistical model is a set of mathematical functions that describe the behavior of the object in a target class. Statistical models are widely used to model data and data classes. Next is machine learning. Machine learning is used to investigate how computer can learn, or it is used to improve the performance based on the data. A main research area is for computer programs to automatically learn to recognize complex patterns and make intelligent decisions based on data. There are different types of learning technique: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and active learning. In supervised learning, you can take the example of classification. In supervised learning, class label is present in the training data set. By using that class label, machine will learn from the training data and give the output. In unsupervised learning, class label is not present. Example of unsupervised learning is clustering. Next is semi-supervised learning. In semi-supervised learning, both types of data are available. Some data with class label and some data are present without class label. And last one is active learning. In active learning approach, we can ask a user means domain expert, to label the unlabeled data. That is active learning. So in machine learning, 4 types of learnings are available: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised and active learning. These 4 are closely related to data mining. Next topic is integrating a data mining system with a database or data warehouse system. If a data mining system is not integrated with database or data warehouse system, then there will be no system to communicate with it. Main goal of the system is to develop efficient and effective algorithm for mining. There are 4 types of integration schemes are available: no coupling, loose coupling, semi-tight coupling and tight coupling. First is no coupling. In this system, data mining does not utilize any of the database or data warehouse functions. It fetches the data from the sources directly, and the data mining result will be stored in another file. Loose coupling. In this, the data mining system may use of the functions of database and data warehouse. It fetches the data from the data repositories managed by these systems and perform data mining, and then the mining result stores either in a file or in a database or data warehouse. Semi-tight coupling. In this system, linked with a database or a data warehouse system, or efficient implementation of few data mining primitives can be provided. Last is tight coupling. Data mining system is smoothly integrated with database or data warehouse system, and the output will be stored in database or data warehouse. Whole system is treated as a one functional component of an information system. Classification of data mining system. Data mining system can be classified according to the database to be mined, knowledge to be mined, techniques or method utilized, and application adapted. First is according to the kind of database mined. We can classify data mining system according to the different criteria such as data model or the type of data or application involved. If we classify according to the data models, we may have a relational, transactional, object oriented, object relational, or data warehouse mining system. Or we can use other types of data like time series, text, etc. According to the kind of knowledge mined, based on data mining functionality, data mining system can be classified into different forms like characterization, discrimination, association, correlation analysis, classification and prediction, clustering, and outlier analysis. We will learn further in this subject these all functionalities. According to the kind of technique utilized. Different kind of techniques utilized in data mining system like warehouse oriented technique, machine learning, statistic, visualization, pattern recognition, neural network, etc. The techniques can be described according to the degree of user interaction involved, like autonomous system, query driven system. According to the application adapted, classification of data mining system according to the application adapted are retail applications, telecommunication, banking, fraud analysis, stock market analysis, tax mining, and web mining. Major issues in data mining. First issue is mining methodology. Mining methodology include the investigation of new kind of knowledge, mining in multidimensional space, integrating methods from other disciplines, and the consideration of semantic ties among the data objects. Mining methodology also contain issues like data uncertainty, noise, and incompleteness. Let's see various aspects of data mining methodology. First is mining various and new kind of knowledge. In this, data mining covers data analysis and knowledge discovery tasks from different types of data mining functionalities like data characterization, discrimination, classification, etc. These tasks may use the same database in different ways and require development of numerous data mining techniques. Next is mining knowledge in multi-dimensional space. When searching for knowledge in large data set, we can explore the data in multi-dimensional space. That is, if we can search for interesting patterns among combination of dimensions. Combination of dimension means attribute at varying levels of abstraction. Next is data mining. The power of data mining can be enhanced by integrating new methods from multiple disciplines. For example, consider the mining of software bugs in large programs. This form of mining known as bug mining and benefits from the incorporation of software engineering knowledge into the data mining process. Boosting the power of discovery in a networked environment. Most data objects reside in a linked or interconnected environment, whether it be the web, database relations, files, etc. Knowledge derived in a one set of objects can be used to improve the discovery of knowledge. Handling uncertainty, noise or incompleteness of data. Here we are using heterogeneous large amount of data. So data often contain noise, error, uncertainty. This type of data are incomplete. An error and noise may be leading to the derivation of erroneous pattern. To handle this type of data, many techniques are available like data cleaning, data pre-processing, outlier detection and removal, etc. Pattern evolution and pattern or constraint guided mining. Means not all the patterns generated by data mining process are interesting. If you want to make pattern interesting, it will be vary from user to user. If we use interestingness measures or user specified constraint to guide and discover the process, we may generate more interesting patterns and reduce the search space. Next is user interaction. User plays an important role in data mining process. Main issues are how to interact with the data mining system, how to incorporate a user's background knowledge in mining, and how to visualize and comprehend data mining results. Interactive mining means data mining process should be highly interactive. Next is incorporation of background knowledge. Background knowledge, rules and other information regarding the domain under study should be incorporated into the knowledge discovery process. Presentation and visualization of data mining result. How can a data mining system present a data mining result vividly and flexibly so that the discovered knowledge can be easily understood and directly usable by humans? It requires the system to adopt expressive knowledge representations, user-friendly interfaces, and visualization techniques. Next is efficiency and scalability. Efficiency and scalability of data mining algorithms. Data mining algorithm must be efficient and scalable in order to effectively extract information from large amount of data from many types of data repository. Means the running time of the data mining algorithm must be predictable, short and acceptable by the application. Parallel, distributed and incremental mining algorithm. The heterogeneous size of many data sets and wide distribution of data and the computational complexity of some data mining methods are factors that motivate the development of parallel, distributed and data intensive mining algorithms. Diversity of database types means variety of database types. First is handling complex types of data. There are many changes in data types from past to present, like structured data such as relational and data warehouse data to semi-structured and unstructured data, from stable data repository to dynamic data streams, from simple data objects to temporal data. It is unrealistic to expect one data mining system to mine all kind of data and give the diversity of data types and different goals of data mining. The construction of effective and efficient data mining tools for diverse applications remain a challenging and active area of research. Mining dynamic network and global data repository. Many data sources are connected by the internet and various kind of network. The discovery of knowledge from different types of sources to data mining and society. Main questions are: how does data mining impact society? What steps can data mining take to preserve the privacy of individuals? Do we use data mining in our daily lives without knowing that? These questions raise the following issues. Social impact of data mining. We should use data mining technology to benefit society. We should protect the data against its misuse. The improper disclosure or use of data and the violation of individual privacy and data protection rights are the area of concern that need to be addressed. Next is privacy preserving data mining. Data mining will help scientific discovery, business management, economy recovery and security protections. For example, cyber attacks, but it causes the risk of disclosing an individual's personal information. We need to observe data sensitivity and preserve people's privacy while performing successful data mining. Invisible data mining. Everyone in the society do not have idea about data mining techniques. We should have more and more system for data mining functions so that people can perform data mining or use data mining result simply by mouse clicking without any knowledge of data mining algorithm. Invisible data mining operations are performed by intelligent search engines and internet-based stores, but these functionalities are not known by the user. For example, when purchasing item online, user may not aware that the stores is collecting the data on the buying pattern of its customers. That data will be used to recommend other items for purchase in the future. These are the major issues of data mining. Thank you.